Are you looking to get into real estate investing? Well, I'm going to give you some reasons why North Carolina is a very landlord-friendly state if you're thinking about doing that. So, and please do not take this as anything against tenants. This is just facts for the state of North Carolina and why a lot of investors, international, even nationwide, even large real estate investment trusts, or REITs as we call them, choose to invest here. So first of all, no rent control. You can charge what you want, and you can go up every year as much as you want on a property. I know in other states, I have a friend on the West Coast, his property is under rent control due to the age and the location. He has a quad and he lives in one and he rents the other three out. He can only go up, I believe it's 2 or 3% a year on that. There's nothing like that here. You can raise the rent to offset your taxes, your insurance increase, or anything like that. Evictions are very easy here in North Carolina, unfortunately, for tenants. However, there's a saying, pay, no stay. So if you don't pay, you don't get to stay there. But in North Carolina, you can give a notice, and if they give them a 10-day notice to pay, and if they don't, you can go to the courthouse, meet for the magistrate or the judge, whomever you get at the time, and if they've not paid their rent, they have to move out. It's very quick. It's very efficient. That's just, how the state looks at it. I know in other states, they're very, what they call tenant friendly, and some tenants can, have, I guess, what you call squatters' rights, I think it's called. I know some people in other states have told me it's taken them 6 to 8 months to get someone out, and they're not getting paid rent during that time. Our deposits here are flexible. There is not a cap. You can get up to 1.5 to 2 months worth of deposits. I think 2 months is the most we can get, but in some states it's like a half of the rent, so that is very flexible here. One thing that I don't agree with, I'm getting ready to mention to you, is property access. A landlord does not have to give you notice if they want to go into that home. There's not a specific, now, can they just walk up and go in? Absolutely not. That's not what I'm saying. But, a lot of people say, you have to give me 48-hour notice. No, we don't. If we think there's an issue going on, if a, neighbor calls us or something, we can call and say, hey, we're going by at 3 o'clock this afternoon. And we're coming over, and that is considered sufficient notice. Now, we don't do that. We give people 24 to 48 hours notice if we need to come in and repair something or look at something, or we've heard there's an issue, but outside of emergencies. So, if you're an investor, those are just 4 of the things that make North Carolina landlord friendly, along with our prices, and our rent to, purchase price here. That's for a whole nother video, but I hope this helps if you're looking to purchase a home for rental purposes here in North Carolina.